We should have broken up a lot of the animals. Shouldn't have this kind of area. My main thing is I don't want to have to worry about these animals during the event. And I don't know why these haven't been slaughtered yet. So, I think the polar bears and cats and shit could sleep in here. That'd be fine. Keelan's hiding in their room. I do want them to still be able to access down out here while we're building for just another minute. And then I think that one hasn't been fixed yet. Okay, hold on. Let me go get the lenser that does that. They were grouped up together. I think I had 1 uranium slug turret, 4 autocannons, and 2 or so mini turrets, and it stopped most everything. I'm trying to go for if it can stop it before it even gets into our people. That's the best case scenario. That's what I'm hoping for. Not in the home area. Okay, I can understand that, but I don't want to deal with these later, so I will have to remember to remove these spots because I need you guys to go fix them. I don't think we've got anything else. No, we've got one there. Like this gross space outside. Like I know they planted it, but honestly, we're probably not going to harvest it. I forgot to undo that when they had done it last. A few items to trade. Nice. Plus, I'm also kind of trying to prepare for the fact that, like, I mostly know my community pretty well. When I do like a Rimconnect thing, what usually happens is I normally get like the very last day when shit's already bad, whatever the event is. Yeah, it gets made worse. So I'm kind of preparing for the fact that I could have anything. It's not just about what the game's gonna send me. Never do social. Then why fucking... Wait, I can't do social, but I'm the... Oh, I might have hit the construction line instead of wardening. I was gonna say, I'm not usually the one that I use for this. But either way, yeah, I'm kind of expecting there to be like psychic drones and manhunter things and raids and, you know. I think you did handle. Let's see. Let's get those. Like, I'm sure we'll be fine, right? But at the same time, like, I'd rather be over-prepared and able to kind of comfortably mitigate shit as shit happens, you know? Like, for instance, we have like a shit ton of clothing and crap. Like, if I could get rid of some of this, which, by the way, if they've taken off some of this stuff, it probably means they've gone and put the armor on. And I will go check, because I just wanted people to put on their own armor. Like, pick and choose what they want, as opposed to me, like, allocating, like, this person and that person and stuff. It looks like we're going to get rid of a lot of the spare clothing. Yeah, okay, that's about as close as we could get by the look of it. Cool. And they decided to do the trade in the base, which was really nice. So, we've got like a part unfinished flak vest. I think the person making it died, because that's been sitting there for most of this. And I don't know about these flak ones as well. We've got some spare organs, we've got reinforced barrels. And we've got spare medicine. I don't see any armor in there. There's one flak vest here. Nobody's wearing it because it's tainted. Okay. So we're not supposed to have tainted stuff at all, but that's okay. And yeah, okay. So everybody's put on their armor that you guys have dropped for them. So everybody should have something. Stash of valuables. Yeah, that's okay. We won't go into that stash anyway. And I've got to allocate everybody to grab a gun or a weapon or whatever. So let's go make sure everybody has something. At least a few forced clothing too. Yeah, I do. I've got a couple of people that are being forced to wear something. Just anything. And I could clear that. But I'm pretty sure the things that I forced them to wear were armor. So I'm not too stressed about it, you know. If it wasn't that, I'd be like, oh god, you know, they're not gonna be able to manage in a fight and stuff. But I think they were the pants that were dropped, I believe. Need to get you guys some guns. And I don't know which way I'm going through this lineup. I'm going through the top. Okay. I started going backwards because I couldn't tell which way we were going. So, yeah. But once everybody has at least something, like, because I kind of want to leave a lot of the people that have... Somebody had a birthday. I want to leave a lot of the people that can carry like a decent weapon to be carrying a decent weapon and not actually the doomsday rockets. I want the people that have got like a shit shot to kind of like have the doomsday rockets, because there's a one shot and then I don't expect them to do any additional fighting, whereas the other people that can actually fight, I want them to be available to keep shooting, keep firing and crap. So as long as everybody has something, I should be able to get stuff over here too. If I wanted to, I could move the hospital, the second hospital closer, and I guess technically we could make more hospital beds. That is also something, but main thing is they're making a shit ton of medicine. I think they're like overkill for the medicine, but I don't fucking know. So we will find out. Yeah, having an assaulting spree. You're a pacifist, you need a belt, but I don't know if I've got a belt. I'd love to be able to give them like grenades and just like let them like sit there with it kind of thing. It'd be so cool if they could just use it, but I know that that's not how it works. Also, now that there's not as many animals, the people shouldn't be having to clean quite as many things or scurry around and like handle as many things as well. So we should have more and more people idle. And yeah, we'll probably see how we go soon. I want them to have about 1,000 food. I don't know if we're going to get close to that, but they've got about an hour. Like a little less than an hour, but I think they've got about an hour before like we'll start shit. So I have no clue how long it takes, but you know, worst case scenario, like I don't know. I am sure I can talk like the last insert time frame here, you know. What else have we got? Weapons, that's a good one, yeah. I am surprised that some of these people don't have weapons. We had so many people tantruming that it also sort of isn't a big surprise that people just don't have weapons, you know? Also, I'm incredibly like happy with this colony, by the way. This is not really what I thought would happen after like a week or like 5 days, because I was fully expecting that regardless of the fact that I said I was trying to keep it alive, and regardless of the fact that I made some shit really expensive to redeem and crap, I kind of expected a few people, like a good handful of people specifically, to just lurk from day one until now and then just decimate it before it like hits raids and shit, you know? That's kind of what I was expecting out of this. You're kind of a low melee. You can have the grenades. I'm actually also starting to get the idea that like the grenades are good for people that just don't have good melee. Because I don't usually use them. Like I don't even use the EMP. Well, I use EMP blasters. Sorry, I had to yawn. I use EMP blasters in my colony more than anything. I know you like melee, but you could do with a different gun. They'll probably be like, ugh, I'm holding onto a gun, I'm unhappy. It's alright, settle down, it's not that serious. You can have a sword as well. The other thing too is some of these people may have weapons, and if I don't quite notice it before I allocate it, they may swap over to a better weapon anyway, so, you know, best case scenario. And hopefully we get the fuck out of summer, because I don't really want them to do a battle in summer. Like, summer's okay. Summer would be like heat waves and shit. Or it needs to be like the peak of summer. It's one or the other. Like, you can't just have like a little bit of summer or no summer. Honestly, I would have rather done the battle in winter, but I don't know. Winter would be just as bad. They'll go stand outside, they'll have hypothermia. and I won't have people to go around and like activate stuff. I need you to kind of have like a bit better gun. I also want somebody to go and fucking smelt the bi-coated shit. So I forgot to see who I had then. I literally don't care if they're burning it. I want them to get rid of bi-coated weapons. Like, go ham, people. Because I am... Whoop. We had something drop. I don't have corpses for that, no. 2 recon armors. Nice. Well, we get those inside. The other thing, too, is once it all starts, I am a little tiny bit concerned that I don't know for sure if shit will drop inside and be usable that way or not, you know? I guess I have to find out. So I am also starting to seal up a couple of the unnecessary rooms as best I can. Like, I'll still, like, seal up other stuff soon. They still haven't fucking fixed that, though. Hold on, let me go find whoever the fuck is working on construction. Mate, I legitimately couldn't care less if you're, like, sleeping or whatever. It's not in the home area. I've made it the home area, though. I literally made, like, a little spot. Oh, they've fixed the other one. Okay. So it's just going between the two, and they're all breaking down and shit. Alright, that's fine. I'll leave them doing that for the moment, as long as they're building shit. And when they make the auto cannons, like there's a small spot here that's not kind of overlapped. I want to see how far this goes. There's the back side of this base is like pretty well protected by the look of it. Gotta go to bed and got stuff to do in the morning. That's all good. Thanks for spawning all the stuff and all the lurks and chitty chats and stuff and the raids and whatnot. You go get some rest. That sounds like something you need this week. If I could have fit one more turret here, I would have, because this looks like it's the only spot that's kind of weak. So head is killing me. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't mind, mate. Just go get some sleep. I was gonna say, like, yesterday, I'm like, I hope you haven't been, like, not sleeping because you're trying to catch streams and stuff. Like, I appreciate it, but, like, prioritize yourself, your IRL and health first and stuff, you know? Always. Like, I'll be here, you know? But either way, I still appreciate that you've been here and shit, and go get some rest. I know that tomorrow I'm probably going to fucking just be like unconscious all day. I'll just be like, nub. The other thing is, like, I also can't look forward to my jaw not being sore so I can eat shit properly. I remember now why last year I was still eating like just noodles throughout my Billathon event and stuff. Like I was just having like instant noodles and shit. And I now kind of remember why I wanted like hot and soft food. Because like I got the exact same thing at the moment. Where like my jaw, my throat, my neck, the back of my head, all that sort of stuff from the constant talking is just like it aches. And I found like 2 different things that are kind of really good for it. For anybody that's got like this could be for like you being sick, right? Is like I've found that like if you have like a can of ravioli or whatever, and you absolutely make that molten with a bit of like sprinkle some cheese in it and stir that shit up, it's like really nice and soft and warm, and it's not hard to eat. Because like, yeah, I'm fully expecting. Hold on a second, I'm hearing somebody destroying something, and I'm hearing somebody repairing something at the same time. So where is this tantrum happening? Up in here. Okay, no, that's fine. You break that bench, it's not going to really matter. I just got to keep an eye on them for doing this shit too, because I don't really want them in here. Like, I will want to, like, close this up. The only reason why I put turrets in here is in the event that I have, like, an infestation, which is also why we have so many cryo sleep pods on it as well. Because in the event that... Get out of my face, bug. In the event that some of these get broken, I'm hoping that most of the rest of the ship works. So I'm hoping, for instance, that, like, that is safe and that is safe, so I don't have to build another one. and that at least one set at the side of the engines is working, because I don't know if you need 4. Like the image said that like you needed 4, but I didn't see any like concrete like wording to say that I needed 4, you know? And same with the pods. If they get damaged or they break, I should have enough. It's a PC that work for a few hours. No worries. You know what's interesting is last time I did one of the Billathon events, I had somebody like go to sleep at the start of the last day, and they woke up just at the end of the last day, and they had like a shit ton of points, and we just barely missed being able to do like World Ender or something like that to be able to like take out the colony, you know? And yeah, like obviously you're not going to be able to get that kind of level of points today because I made it stupidly high so that nobody hopefully world ends my colony, but yeah. As for everything else is still kind of fair game. I have some of my drink, hold on. Cougar self-tamed, nice. And it's a male, so we need that because we only have a, well, we have Oksana. And if, like, they're not gonna, oh, they fucking auto-culled it. Shit. Wait, no, did they? Hold on. I just saw it on here and then it disappeared. I'm like, you motherfuckers. We needed that, you assholes. Fuck, okay. That really sucks. I was looking forward to that. I guess we allow... Oh man, I keep stitching myself up with this, hey? Allow for 1, but allow it to be male. Just allow 1 male in case it happens again. I can't believe I've done that 3 fucking times this whole event. I really can't believe I keep doing that stupidity shit. What basically keeps happening for anybody that's like missed it is I keep kind of like setting up the auto color on the animals with the view that like that we don't really need the excessive quantity and just to protect the colony from being overrun. And so then like something like this happens where something self-tames or somebody sends me an animal and my people immediately go and just massacre everything. And I'm like, oh, I fucked up, you know? And then I have to like adjust something and I'm like, I'm trying to do it to keep them good, but I'm not adjusting it. And, oh, you've hit a trap, fucking, what are you doing? We will need that back too. I also want to make sure that all the traps go back up as well, like all in these nooks and shit. So we're going to have to like start building back like external walls like here kind of thing, and then building it back up and then putting like a trap if it will fit, and then the other one and then a trap if it will fit and shit. I also still really want them to have to walk through basically from like an end to an end kind of thing. I thought about leaving... I really did consider leaving this little nook here open. Obviously not that bit, but this bit, because then they'll want to go towards this, as opposed to like wherever they start, like they would have to start in here and then go through this. But I suspect that most of them will want to go that way, right? And the only other thing that I could do is between some of the raids, if this whole tunnel gets taken out, like if these 2 rows of all these traps end up getting like completely decimated, is I could potentially put 2 stone blocks like deep in this spot here once this wall is sealed up, and that will force them then to want to walk all the way through this. But I also kind of figured I could also do that first and then have that as like our last one kind of thing, because I feel like they're going to go through here first and then they're not going to be that hurt, and then I'll have hurt people. Plus I also really want to see them like deal with the turret pile down the bottom here. So also how many, like I can only select 200 turrets at a time, but we've got 142 turrets, which is kind of on brand for me. I will, like, in any of my colonies have like 100 plus turrets. So, I mean, they're a lot closer together because of how far in on the map they are, but it's still kind of relative. I wish I had a photo of the turrets that we had at the back at this location, because it's kind of like this webbing stuff. So, yeah. I'm also getting obviously like ideas and shit towards how to eventually safeguard a colony once we get to like the whole landed ship stuff, you know. I might just quickly finish my coffee before it goes stone cold. Obviously also, like, as I said earlier, like the anxiety about like this colony and also access to like my medicines and shit has like upset my stomach pretty badly. So there may be a chance that I have like more smaller, quicker breaks and shit throughout stream tonight, but it's okay. It'll probably be fine. Once I like start into the raids, I won't have like thought processing. I kind of wanted to make this area like a bit smaller, a bit tighter, but I also don't want to allow for like an area inside, you know, where like enemies can use it against us and shit. Alright, that's enough of my coffee, because that's getting really nasty cold. And what do we have? Inspired recruitment. Okie dokie. We also have tattered apparel, but that's okay. We've got a lot of colonists idle. I have some kind of a bug that's accosting me in IRL. And we have most of the traps. By the look of it, most of them are made. I got a couple down here that's still getting made. And I accidentally grabbed a bit of the ground, but that's okay. It looks like we made all the ones at the back, and they're the ones I actually did want to get made first. So I'm happy about that. And it looks like we've only got like the bottom and the side bit. I'm kind of hating that they're like, hold on, just for a moment until we're like ready to go. I'll do this, because then anything that's got to be maintained, they'll come out and they'll do that. And there goes the zit vent. Oh, that was all the batteries. Alright. I know that we'll get rid of this later, but if they've got to repair anything, they'll do it now, you know. Okay, so that was one of the batteries went off by the look of it, but the 5-foam popper fixed it up. Let's see, started due to precipitation. The corner must be open. Okay, hold on. Build a roof. There we go. I was going to say, I'm like, isn't it covered? But yeah, no, they should clean that and hopefully do the roof. There we go. Alright, well, we found that little weak spot. Now, hopefully that doesn't happen again and affect this, because that was only like a bit of a dispel. And by the look of it, we should have enough spare components to redo the, what do you call it, the 5-foam poppers around base. We definitely still have enough steel for that. We have like a lot of other resources. We have 2,000 simple meals, which honestly, as long as that shit is refrigerated, it's fine. And I thought about making like a small pocket in here. I didn't have this refrigerated beforehand because I was going to put like animals and shit in here, and I'm like, I don't want them to get hypothermia and crap. But if I can roll it forwards towards a cooler month, I can use that to my advantage by putting a small stack of food in there. And then like I can allow like animals to safely be in there. Like it's really only going to be the cats and Propose probably. Because like Propose can fight. So can Viking and stuff. But I'd rather keep them safe if I could. And like, but then also I guess I've got Oksana and we've got Dylan and stuff. So I guess it's kind of free for all, except I'll still shove the cats in there because they can't fight. Like, they're not trained in any capacity to fight. So they'll be fine. But we look like we've got most of them fucking bonded, which is great. It means that they can fight. Basically, fight or rescue. Which, speaking of, I should probably make more hospital beds. Do these require components? Because if they do... If they require components, I'm not going to make them as that. They require components. We'll make them as normal beds. Yeah, we'll make normal beds. And I kind of want them to be in here. If I can. Like every other bit. Like, I'm still going to leave like the bookcases and shit like that in here. And the coolers and crap. Because it is summer. This isn't the best spot to have shit. But if I can copy this. Copy that. Expand that into probably this zone, I would reckon. Because that way, if I paste my settings there, we'll have, this will be brought over from that. And I could always say, like, take the weapons out of these. And it'll go and it'll kick it into that specific room. Yeah, put all the weapons. What was that? Deep drills exhausted. Good. If these are finished, we'll deconstruct them. And I don't think... I mean, that one looks like it's finished too. It doesn't look like I have any resources inside the base to mine. And because I got... Oh, because I got rid of the scanner, the overhead scanner thing, it can't find it. The deep... what the fuck is the word? The... Mystic, maybe? Yeah, the ground penetrating scanner. You know, the overhead distant underground scanner. Yeah, that thing. That's what I was talking about. Anyway, it's gonna be hospital beds too, and I'm gonna put some vital monitors and shit like that. I also realized that they're all just moving the items into like the wrong space. I'm gonna just put the one between that and one between that as well. That's gonna give us a couple closer. Realistically, I should actually swap out the hospital beds for up there. So, but I do want them to be able to, like, well, they've got a little spot of medicine, so I'm really cool with that. I like that they've done that. But this spot here, I need them to kick the weapons out of here too. And I don't think this spot is big enough for it. So copy that shit. I'll give you basically like 2 lines of spot. We'll paste that into it. So that'll give us a little bit more room for weapons. The only reason why I want to move so many of the weapons over is when we do battle. As I said, I mainly want to try to take the fight here, ideally. It might not happen that way, but I want multiple like rescue spots. Like I want that to be a hospital up there. I'll change that from being a grow room and stuff. Probably, maybe. As long as it's got hospital beds and stuff, they could get treated like, you know, this would be better with like the herbal medicine and shit. Like they'll be near it, but if they'll use it, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. And otherwise, we'll grab all of the really good. I didn't realize that it made my hospital beds also masterworks. So when you guys did that whole good night's rest thing, it upgraded my hospital beds too, which is epic. Shaman has arrived. Neat. I do need that. I'll just chuck these in here because I want to swap over the hospital beds and the normal beds if I can. So we'll put that over there for the second, and I'll go and see what the shaman's got. We will grab what's his face, Elvira. We'll get. Don't dismiss. Do not fucking dismiss. Holy crackers! They have yaks, which I will probably buy if I can afford it, and we'll cull them for some food. Pemmican, Nutrimine. I kind of don't probably need more Nutrimine at this point. Herbal medicine, plasteel. I do need plasteel. I need a lot of plasteel. Psychic soup pulses. I might use the animal pulsar. I want to use one of those. Let's get like tactical shit, tactical warfare in here. Psychic shock lance as well. I'm not really going to take prisoners, but it could help down one of my people, and that would be super useful. And then I have otherwise all these books, so I probably can't afford all of this. So what do they want in return that I could give them? Like I could just not buy the yaks. That would take it down a bit. And pemmican's kind of like here nor there. It is food, and I do want food, but it's not very nutritional food. Although I could put a stack of pemmican in that room and the cats could eat that, and then I don't have to worry about cooling. So yeah. What the fuck is so expensive here? Is it this? The plasteel. Fucking hell, that plasteel is like really expensive. Let's see. Let's get rid of the textbooks because we don't need to do any more. I don't know if that's a textbook or if that's a study book, whatever. But I will get rid of them because we don't really super need it. Was it Cursed Drug Production? It's a masterwork book. What the shit? And to create a schematic that is known but included in the document's notes. The worst man he spent lived in the sky rippers of Avena, where knowledge in drug production was common. Using this knowledge, he worked as a chemist, but slipped into peddling illegal drugs on the side. What the shit? Okay, so I can't have all the things, but I do still need, like, animal food, essentially. I guess we could just not buy that. It would take it down by a lot. The one herb medicine doesn't make that much of a difference. Is it this thing? This is expensive. Okay, hold on. I'd rather get, like, a lot of food. I'd rather maximize that. And then, like, a psychic soothe pulper could keep my people from going insane. As long as we can keep it under this money, I want to sell it. We can afford that. Okay. And what do we get? We got some charge lances. Nice. I kind of hope that they'd, like, drop these inside, but I think it's trying to specifically drop it outside of the home zone. Because occasionally some stuff drops inside, you know, but then a lot of the time